Hello, this is David Ayers of Database Solutions. I'm here to show you a 5-minute review of our site and infrastructure database. These are the group phases. They're the highest level of phases. We come into a group phase and I open it up, say open up Earth Moving. Here are all the various activities under Division 31 as defined in the CSI structure. Notice that it's organized into clear sections. Here is site clearance, for example. Here is earth moving, for example. Here is erosion and sediment control right there. These are called phases. I open up a phase, and here are the individual activities. We call them items that are underneath the phase. If I turn on inner dimensions and I highlight a couple items and I drop and drag them onto the spreadsheet, a formula will pop up. I can say we have 200 feet of hay bales that has to be run. When I click OK, then a calculation's been done and it says we need 50 hay bales apiece. You can turn this on or off. If I would need some silt fence also, that's asking for linear foot and I need 125 feet of that, I can fill this in by hand if I like. So these are the phases, items, and groups. You can see that everything is set up and organized in a very specific manner so that you can find things quite easily. If I go into any phase, then all of the activities or items attached to that phase are right here. So here's H piles, for example, with the points and then the splices and then the cutoffs and all of that. If there is additional work here for like exterior improvements, you can see that. For example, here is a 6-foot fence. You have the types of fence with the different coatings, galvanized powder coating or vinyl, windscreen and privacy fabrics, gates, man gates, and then double gates, and then cantilever gates in the various widths. So all of this is for a 6-foot fence, and of course the 5-foot and the 7-foot and 8-foot and all that have their own sets of items like this. Utilities common work, this would be the trench work for utilities, pipe cover, pipe bedding, water utilities. Here is your ductile iron pipe and the PVC pipe and the SDR and the PVC and all that. Here is sanitary sewage. You have your ductile iron for that, the PVCs and the SDRs and RCP and all that for sanitary and such. Now, these are the items. There are assemblies for everything also. If I go in and look at assemblies, you can see that there are groups for assemblies also. If I go to earthwork and open up that, you can see that we have a number of activities for various kinds of earthwork. So if we have some work such as some structure excavation and fill, I can bring that up and it says, okay, what's my cubic yards of building or structure excavation? We're assuming that this quantity is being calculated from some kind of earthwork software. So you can say that we have 6,500 yards of excavation for that. Where's it going to go? Stockpile, to fill, or to haul off site? If I say it's hauled off site, then it's going to be, what's my soils type? It's going to be moderate soils, I'm going to say. And then off-site haul round trip in minutes. I can say this is 15-minute round trip. Then it wants to know what my build and fill is going to be. I can say we're going to be bringing in 2,500 yards for our fill. And then there's a series of questions to answer about that. What's our backfill type? We'll say we'll reuse existing in this case. And then where's it going to come from? We're going to bring it back from off-site because we have a constricted site. We can't store it on the site. And it takes these things off at the quantities that we have. We click OK, and this information is saved and is put into the estimate. And you can see that I've added it right into here. There are assemblies for virtually everything in this database. Here's exterior improvements for various kinds of work, straight curbs, pavers, bituminous pavement, chain link fencing. So here's the assembly for that chain link fencing that we saw. Temporary construction fence, wood fences, trees by various ways, water utilities. Here's the trenching activities for the pipe, for the trench and the pipe that goes in there. Sanitary piping, for example. Storm drainage of structures, precast, plus the pipe itself. So every one of these assemblies has the items attached to it. If I pick any one of them, the items will be down here, the questions will be up here. We have a catch basin and some core drilling. It brings over just a couple items. Wants to know what my core drill size is. I'll say we're going to be bringing in a 12-inch line, and it takes off both the core drill and then the boots. Energy distribution, gas main piping, trench and pipe for pre-insulated hydronic type piping. Go into any of that. Here's the activities. Here is the information about the pipe itself that we're going to be, the pipe in the trench that we need to take off. So these are the phases, the items, and the assemblies of the site and infrastructure database. Thank you very much.